Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Dan. I am a third-party seller on Amazon. I have been doing that for 5.5 years. Previous to that, I was a school teacher for 25 years. I taught earth-space science and have recently retired, and now I work my Amazon store part-time. So if you're new to my channel, let me explain to you what it is that I actually do. I do something that's known as retail arbitrage, RA. So I go to stores and I use an Amazon seller app on my phone, and I'm able to find items that I can purchase at the store price and resell it on Amazon and make a profit. The Amazon seller app shows me what items I can make a profit with. There's a lot of stores that you can do that. You can do this retail arbitrage in a lot of different stores. A lot of people use Walmart and Target and TJ Maxx. Those are all great stores to go to. When I first started doing this, I used those stores regularly. I would go every Sunday. I'd go out and I'd have a route and I'd go around to those stores and I'd scan a bunch of stuff and I'd come home with a couple $100 worth of profit. Most recently, I just go to Ollie's. Ollie's is my store of choice. There's a number of reasons why I like Ollie's. Probably the biggest factor for me of why I like Ollie's is time. I know the store pretty well. I know the merchandise in the store pretty well. I can go to an Ollie's and I can walk down an aisle and I know what's new. I've been going to Ollie's over 2 years now as it being my primary store. And I can go down just about any aisle. I don't mess with the sheets and towels and stuff like that. But I can go down all the other, the toy aisle and the detergent aisle and the HBA aisle. And for the most part, I'm able to discern what are new items and what are not. Another reason why I like Ollie's is just the crowd. If I go on a Saturday or midday on Sunday, it's crowded. But for the most part, when I go on a weekday, I go in the morning or early afternoon, there's hardly anybody in the store. You can't do that in Target or Walmart. Those stores are always packed. So I'd rather just avoid the crowd. Another reason why I like going to Ollie's is Ollie's gets their shipments in every week, like clockwork. Depending on the store, they get them at a specific day. It takes them about 2 or 3 days to get them unloaded onto the floor. So I can kind of make sure that I am shopping a particular Ollie's at the most optimal day of the week, based on when their shipment arrives. Another factor with going to Ollie's is they have Ollie's days. They have maybe 3 or 4 different days throughout the year where you get 15% off or 25% off. After, towards the end of December, all of their toys go to 30–40% off because they're trying to get rid of everything before Christmas. And I've been able to purchase a lot of items, a lot of toys at a greatly reduced price. And those are the toys I'm selling right now. The toys that I'm selling right now, primarily I purchased last December at 30, 35, 33% off. I think that was the highest they went last year. So in today's video, I go on a road trip. It's been a while since I've been to Maryland. My mom lives in Maryland, and I go to Maryland. I'm there for 4 days. I went to 5 Ollie's, 1 casino. Actually, no, we went to 2 casinos. Didn't do well in either one. But I lost very slowly. For me, that's a win. Going to a casino and losing money slowly, that's a win. So we went to 5 Ollie's. My spend was $2,800 was my spend. And I didn't quite hit my 100% ROI, return on investment. It's about 90%. Depending on what happens with that one item that I got a decent quantity on, and you'll see it in the video, it could be more than 90%. It could be less than 90%. But 90% comes out to be about $2,500 profit on this trip. It was a great trip. Also in this video, one of the Ollies that I go to, I'm able to get a selfie with a Guinness Book of World Record recipient. I'll give you a hint. So hope you like that. Hope you enjoy that. So this trip to Maryland, I was gone for 4 days. I went to 5 Ollies, and after I got done editing the video, it was over 30 minutes. So I cut it into 2 parts. So this first part you're going to be seeing is the first 2 Ollies that I go to, and then part 2, which I'll release in a couple days, will be the other 3 Ollies that I go to. So without any further ado, here's my sourcing trip to 3 different states. Well, today's Saturday, getting ready to head down to Maryland. It is about a 3-hour ride. Heading to my mom's, haven't been there in a while with having COVID and school just starting, sick animals. There's just been a lot of things going on, so an overdue trip to Maryland. So heading down, going to stop at a couple Ollies on the way down. You can see that I'm ready to go. I've got my bins, I've got an empty truck, I've got some Arnold Palmer Arizona half and a half iced tea, care package for my mom. She loves that stuff. So do I. Yeah, so that's our plan. So it's the middle of October. I usually don't do a lot of buying this time of year. October, November, you know, I'll go to the stores every now and then, but I usually just use these months just staying on top of my Amazon seller, paying attention to prices and inventory, and creating shipments of things that I've purchased January through September. If I see something, I'll buy them. Again, I've got all my bins. I've got some more bins up front, more bins than I need. I would prefer to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them. So we're heading out, and our first stop is going to be the Ollie's in Hazleton, and it's about an hour away. It's on the way to Maryland, and yeah, we're gonna see what we can find. Okay, well, we're heading into the Hazleton store. Looks like there's a lot of people here, pretty big crowd. So we're just running through some aisles, seeing what we can see. If we've got some deals, we'll get them. If not, we're moving on. Well, I've just walked around the HBA island, and this is new. These Gleam toothbrushes. So the main toothbrush for $9.99, not a deal there. But on this rechargeable one, I'm gonna scan it. We get 93,000 is the sales rank, selling for $29. There's 34 sellers. We'll get it for $18. I don't think we're going to make any money here. No. If we put 18 in there, make 31 cents. Now I do have a 15% off coupon, but still, that's not worth it, especially when you consider that sales rank of 93,000 and there's already 36 sellers. I'm gonna pass. For the pet aisle, not a whole lot of new stuff here. We do have these 2 items, the Friskies, 2 different Frisky items, both of which we've purchased in the past. Price has tanked on both of them, but the expiration is not until April on this. I can't remember what it is, and I won't be able to see it really well. Yeah, I need some light in order to see this one. But it wasn't until April or May, so I've got time with those. So I'm going to buy both of them. It wasn't a lot, but I'm going to buy both of those items. Well, we're in the food aisle, and if you've been watching my channel, you know that I bought some of these teas a while ago, about 3 or 4 months ago. I just sold 2 of these this morning. Now I'm selling them at the 6-pack for $29.99, and so my price has hit. I'm making about $10 on each 6-pack. But notice, this one's $1.99, this one's $4.99. There's no difference between them. Different expiration dates. So probably what happened is they purchased this lot at a certain price, and then this lot at a certain price. A pretty big difference though. So we're gonna see if we can get them all for that price. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. So those teas, I was able to get all of them for $1.99. Well, $1.80. Actually, got 15% off on that order. So $1.70 for each of those teas. So pretty good profit. Well, okay, in the HBA aisle, and there was a new item. I scanned it. Real good item. It was a body lotion of some type, and so I put them all in my cart, and there was an employee in the aisle who I've spoken with before. She knows what I do, and she comes up to me with a full cart of similar items, different flavors. I think there's 4 different flavors, and every one of them is $5 or $6 profit, with like 2 or 3 cases of each flavor. She just took the entire cart up front for me to check out. Awesome. And then here's another item. Look at this thing. Neutrogena, selling for $23. Look at that sales rank. I mean, there's a lot on the market, but what are we talking? 6 fluid ounces? That's the right one. So we're gonna get it for $3.60. Actually cheaper than that, because I'm gonna purchase all this with my 15% off. So I'm making $11 on each one of these. Wow, this was a good trip. We're getting all these. I was just getting ready to say, I was thinking on the way here, I haven't had a big find in a while. A lot of little ones, a lot of singles, but no home runs. That's a home run. Awesome. Ooh, wow. Well, this was just going to be a quick trip to Ollie's. See what's new, pick up a couple things. It didn't work out that way. I've got 2 full carts. $1,500 is what it came up as, and then after my 15% off, you know, $1,350. Wow. Some really good. That Neutrogena, $11 on each one. I know the price is going to tank. It's all right. No expiration. Good stuff. Good stuff. And then, oh, that's right. So these were in another cart. Now, this item right here, $5 profit on each one. And again, I know that it's going to tank. That's okay. I'll still be able to do pretty good with it. This was a good stop. Let's get her loaded up and back off to Maryland we go. Well, I'm just getting ready to leave the Hazleton Ollie's. I just needed to take a breath. Those were good deals. Those were the Neutrogena is an excellent deal. Again, I know it's going to tank a little bit. It's all right. I can wait it out. And then those, I think they're body lotions, or I don't even know what they are, to be honest with you. It seemed, you know, there's a good chance I might get an IP on those. I seem to be getting, whenever I get a good deal in the HBA, I get an IP complaint. I haven't with Neutrogena, but with these other brands, sometimes I do. But we'll say there's a lot of sellers, so probably just need to go get approved for that category or for that specific brand, which I'll do. As you know, $5 profit on each one as of right now. The rank is phenomenal. So real good, real good. It's a little after 2 o'clock, so I was in there about an hour and a half, a little bit longer than I wanted to, but hey, you know what? Gotta make hay while the sun's out. The deals were there, I had to take advantage of it. So I am going to go to one more Ollie's today. It is in Harrisburg. I'm going to the corporate headquarters for Ollie's is in Harrisburg, and they also have an Ollie store there. They have a Guinness Book of World Records largest bobblehead on the planet. So I guess it's time to get a selfie with the largest bobblehead on the planet. So that is where I'm going. It's about a little over an hour away. See you there. So if you're finding any of this information helpful, please hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. Thanks. Well, we're the second stop for the day, and this is one of the Harrisburg stores. I say, well, I think there's like 3 or 4 of them. This is not the one I wanted to go to, I don't think. There's no giant bobblehead. It's a good store though. It's been a while since I've been to this store. Again, we're just going to run through. Maybe that's my new catchphrase, so then that way, whenever I say that, I get some good stuff. So we're just gonna run through real quick. Let's see what we can find. Well, I was just talking to one of the employees because I wanted to find out where the Ollie's with the giant bobblehead was. He's like, you're at it. It's in the back of the store. So let me introduce you to the giant bobblehead Ollie. Guinness Book of World Records, largest bobblehead in the world. That is pretty cool. You can go ahead. Thanks. And there it is. It's official. Largest bobblehead was achieved by Ollie's. Pretty cool. That is a big bobblehead. Well, that was fun. Fanfare's over. Let's go see what we can find. Going into the food aisle first. Here's our food aisle. In the food aisle, I found an item. I don't know whether I'll make any money with it. It is selling for $2.69. I can sell it for a 2-pack. For like 4 with a 10% discount would be like $4.84. So it's, $5. Shipping will be about $6 or $7. So I'll make $1 or $2, but I'm just gonna hold off. They don't expire for a while. The expiration is January. So I'm gonna buy them, hold them till January, February, January, December. And if I can't sell them, then I'll eat them. This is some good stuff. We're heading into the HBA aisle, and we found some more pads. There's only 3 here, selling for $18, so I get it for $16 roughly. Rank is good, and I get this for $16. We're gonna make $6.60, so roughly $6 on each one. $18. There's 3 of them. I'm gonna take it. Only 3 of them. One. All right. Well, we found another HBA item. We picked some of these up before. They had a number of cases. We grabbed 4 cases. What are we making on this? The price is tanked a little bit, but even if we sell it as with this price, we're making $4 on. Making $4 on a 2-pack, so $2 per. So it's roughly 60% ROI. Not bad. We'll take them. So we're heading down the toy aisle. I tell you, this is just such a nice Ollie's. Organized, good inventory. Always such a nice Ollie's. But also knowing that the corporate headquarters is right next door, you've always got the man looking over your shoulder. I guess this should be a good store. Well, we're looking at some toys. We've got this Star Trek Hero Click. It's not a great seller. It's got a rank of 761,000, so maybe even at Christmas it'll come down to 400,000 or so. Decent sales price. And we're getting it for $7.30 or $7.20. We're gonna get a couple, and we're just gonna sell it FBM. It'll sit on the shelf for a long time, but it's Star Trek. Who doesn't love? Well, if you love Star Trek, you love Star Trek. So we're still in the toy aisle, and look at who I found. Boba Fett. Box is a little dented up, but man, $10. So I'll get it for $9. I'll make a couple dollars on it, but this is just cool. In case you didn't know, I'm a pretty big Star Wars fan. So, pretty cool. We're taking it, and we'll see and we're gonna keep an eye out and see if we can find some more. So now we're taking a look at the toy island that they have here, and boy, this really just is much larger than the other Ollies that I've been to. They have some serious inventory. Some of the inventory they have, the Ghostbusters. They've got the full set here, pretty cool. Not making any money on it, and the rank is horrible. Rank is over 200,000 and $19 for each one. But cool, you know, the original Ghostbusters, not bad. So we found this rescue bot. Selling for, you know, $6, so $5.40 to me. 307,000 is the sales rank, which is not good. Sales price FBA is $30, so really good profit. But I looked at Keepa. When I look at Keepa, specifically paying attention to the sales rank. Last year the sales rank went down to 50, that's its lowest. But it has been, for the most part, up in the 200,000s. That's a pretty hefty sales rank. So I think I'm going to pass on this just because of the sales rank. That sales rank is pretty high. I just found a really cool toy. They're called remixes. I don't know who makes them. But the base character is the alien from the first Toy Story, and then they're mixed with other characters. So he's mixed with Woody. He's mixed with Dirk Kaboom, I think was his name. There's Sully. There's I forget this guy's name. Oh, look at that. There's one with Wally. And there's Eva. Oh, very cool. Very cool. I like this. This is neat. Neat. The UPC has been covered. I might try and see if I can scan them. $4.50 is my price. I'll see what I can get. Who's that? Oh, for the Good Dinosaur. Oh, these are cool. I found some more toys. Couldn't find that anywhere. I'm gonna keep looking. But then, unfortunately, I found this. Many Boba Fett's. Big box. I wasn't making that much profit in the first place. I may be putting mine back. Well, I have my hopes up for this. This is a pretty big game with the kids, but it is selling for $25 here. Selling on Amazon for $30. Sales rank is okay. Maybe with 25% off. Well, we did make that one a quick trip. I was in there less than an hour, ran through the aisles, looked at the toys. There was a couple toys that were new, scanned them. No real profit, or the rank was bad. One or the either it had a great sales rank and no profit, or it had really good profit but no sales rank. So couldn't get the two to line up. I was able to get two small carts. Not bad. $300 in spend. Probably $250 in profit. Those tampons, if they hold their price, then that should be pretty good. Yeah, so I think we're done for the day. I'm not sure whether I'll be sourcing tomorrow or not. Depends on what my mother wants to do. But we're done for the day. Heading to Maryland. Well, that concludes part one. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. It's a big help. Thanks, and we'll see you in part two. Have a great day.